Well, guys, we learned that something similar to this was coming out at around Halloween time, but now we know for sure that it's going to be literally the exact same Scream promo from the previous FIFAs back in FC 26. That got leaked today, plus I think the card design, and we'll talk about that when we get there. It's still absolutely perplexing to me why that promo left, but anyway, that's beside the point. We have our first like actual SBC leak, some foundation SBCs that we know the exact stats for, and also a flashback SBC that we also know the stats for. So we'll go and look at a few of those, and I think a lot of like random news to talk about as well. We had some server problems, as many of you guys know. If you were in the stream today, there was I think we had like almost 1,000 people in there today when the servers were down, just trying to like ask questions about what the fuck was going on. But yeah, the stream was mad fun. Back today once again, about a couple hours before content. I'm gonna open my icon pack today. It comes out for everybody today, I want to say. So you'll be seeing an R9 / Jones pack pull on Twitch or on YouTube. You get to pick. You decide. If you guys would like to buy coins, you can go to mmoxp.com. There will be a link in the top of the description. They're the safest and the cheapest option, and you can use my code JFC at checkout for an 8% discount. But thank you guys for the support. Like, I was actually overwhelmed today of how much support that was shown. Like, I was so grateful. And there's actually a lot to discuss about this game right now. First of all, historic market rise today. Like, actually a pretty ridiculous market rise, further than I really even projected. If you guys actually invested it yesterday into web app cards, you might have made an absolute killing. In fact, you wouldn't have might have made, you definitely made an absolute killing on any card you bought yesterday. This is my team right now, by the way, and I was gonna like upload my thoughts on the gameplay the first couple games, but I've actually been playing a little bit more, and I'm changing my thoughts a little bit on the gameplay. So I didn't want to jump the gun, even though I know it doesn't get the views, but I want to jump the gun on like my conclusions about the gameplay, and I'll talk more about that on stream today as we have to play some of our friendly, or not friendlies, they're like tournament games basically. We'll play some of those today. But anyway, yeah, the market, we can talk about that first if we want to even. It went up so much today, guys, like way more than I even thought. I was stunned by what I was seeing. Marcus Rashford, you know, web app prices very, very low. We know this by now. Web app prices are when you want to get in on these cards, but Marcus Rashford was like 8,000 coins, 10,000 coins on the web app at a certain period of time. He is now in the mid 30s. That is a 4x profit if you had enough coins. It was actually ridiculous the amount of coins that you could have made if you had these cards on the web app right now. I bought 2 Anthony Gordons and made hella profit. I was like 1,200 coins I bought Anthony Gordon for. I sold him for 5.5, so I sold him for, and right now he's 5.6. So yeah, he's the exact same price. But that's one example of a card. This market rise basically indicates a couple of things, and the first thing obviously is that we are definitely immediately off rip going back to a market we had 3 or 4 years ago. This is way more along the lines of FIFA 20, FIFA 19, FIFA 21 market rather than FC 24, FC 25 market. This is already beyond that point, so we still have to wait and see what happens, but we're already past the point of the last few games. And as we know today, you know, EA didn't release really any content, right? And also, the first promo packs were at midnight UK time the day after the early access edition release. We did not see that this year. The first time in 2 years, we have not seen that. So the power curve is being taken pretty seriously right now, and I am pretty happy to see that. But it's pretty crazy. The market is actually rising up to this level. I was looking for, who was I looking for? Yeah, Marmouche. They updated the Marmouche and Pedri price ranges, and I want to see what Marmouche is going for. It was like 90K earlier. Okay, so he's actually down from this point. So he's about 75 now, maybe 77,000, maybe about 75. 73,000. I think what we can take from this is that even more so, guys, I've said it maybe 25 times, not exaggerating. Do not buy these cards, please. Even more so than ever. Okay, these are gonna fall. They're gonna fall slower this year because the power curve is clearly different. They're gonna fall slower, but they're gonna fall at a certain point, and you might have gone on vacation for 2 days and you come back and your card's half in price. Okay, just do not buy these kinds of cards, please. But anyway, yeah, it is a pretty historic market rise. It actually makes me kind of hopeful for part parts of this game, because I know that some of you may say this power curve actually hurts the free-to-play player, and it might, honestly. It actually might, and I really hope it doesn't, but it genuinely might. But it might also make things way more rewarding when you're trying to grind this game out, and I don't know the perfect balance there, but we'll have to wait and see what that looks like. Also, Zlatan, 8 mil on the market right now. Just checking out this card. He's lengthy, first touch, bruiser, enforcer. I really want to try out enforcer cards right now. It's enforcer and also the CDM box crasher roll. Let's go take a look at that right now. This was something I saw a lot of people on Twitter talking about, was the CDM box crasher roll. And right here, so okay, Coop Miners can't play CDM. Can Çalhanoğlu play CDM? Yes, he can. So they added box crasher in right there, and apparently it's like really good. It's almost like a box to box player, better than a center mid box to box plus. So we'll have to wait and see what that looks like. I'm curious to try out maybe a formation with that in there. But yeah, that's all the rage right now. Is it a shiny new toy to try out, even though it's not that much better? Maybe, or it's the best tactic in FIFA history. I don't fucking know. Anyway, yes, all the questions about your pre-order icon packs, I actually didn't know this until I was on stream today. You won't get them until content time today, so just be aware of that. And last thing we'll talk about on the game here is chem style trading. So if you guys don't know, back in, I want to say, if you were around back in the real early days, maybe FIFA 23 or so, yeah, I think it was, we traded with a bunch of chem styles and position modifiers because you have unlimited number of them. So it's such an easy way to trade. And right now, I think I bought them at 1,700 today, and right now they're 19. Yeah, 1,900 right now. And if you guys don't know why these are good investments, it's because right now you load in with 2,000 FC points, like I have in the top right corner. A lot of times promo packs do not have consumables in them, which means no chem styles. Right now, the supply of shadows, hunters, engines should be pretty damn high. So they should be pretty decent investments. So just throwing that out there for you guys. But okay, moving on here, we've got this bit of news from Fut Sheriff. Ultimate Scream is confirmed and will return to FC 26. We will be there, fire emoji. And I want to say this is the confirmed card design because he doesn't say here that it is, but also why would he tweet this out if it wasn't the confirmed card design? So I'm just gonna, I guess, infer that this actually is the card design, and I'm just happy that this promo's back. You know what I really hope this means? This genuinely actually gives me hope that Futmas will return. Whether it's called Futmas or not, we'll see. But who cares? If it's not Futmas, call it fucking anything else. As long as it's the same promo details, the same things it consists of, I think we'll all be happy about. So this does give me a slight bit of hope for that, but Scream does return. And if you guys don't know what Scream, the Scream promo basically was 99 stats. And wait, hold on, I take that back. It was 90 stats, not 99, which is much more balanced. Like Busquets, 90 pace, 90 defending. Mandzukic, 90 pace, 90 shooting. And he's actually changed as like the dates went on over the course of the year. So Mandzukic, say a week or two later, had 90 pace and 90 passing, or 90 pace and 90 dribbling. But in this exact screenshot here, when the promo came out, he had 90 pace and 90 shooting. So there's a unique kind of like way to navigate the market, unique way to approach card stat changes. Just an interesting promo that they just took away because go fuck yourself. But yes, it does give me hope. If you want to go pause the video, by the way, let's see if we can get a zoomed in version here. Yeah, is this, wow, you guys can't see that right here. Balotelli, Bas Dost, wow, Bas Dost with 90 pace, 90 physical. You gotta love that. Ethan Ampadu, Tyrone Mings, Caceres, Troy Deeney. It was a fun promo, right? Definitely a fun promo. But okay, let's start off with some SBCs or objective leaks. And actually, we do know this one is an SBC, and that is a Chukwuemeka SBC or objective. And Foot Police Leaks does say down here, SBC period 4 squads, 82 pace, 80 shot, 83 passing, 85 dribbling, and no playstyle plus, but still a pretty decent card there. And I love this Razor tweet. He says here, you know, Walrus slower power curve. I mean, is this breaking the power curve? He's got no playstyle plus, 82 pace, 80 shooting, 85 dribbling cam that's 82 rated. Am I an idiot? Is this breaking the power curve? What do you mean Walrus slower power curve? I don't know anymore. But anyway, yes, Chukwuemeka on the way. And also we have this Edin Dzeko flashback right here. Official card for him as well. And 85 rated. We got 81 pace, 86 shot, 82 dribbling, and 80 physical. You know, it's a solid striker. It's nothing really that crazy. But yeah, what do you guys think of this card right right here. I do know Eden Dzeko, by the way. I think he has 5-star weak foot. Yeah, he's got 4 great play styles in finesse shot, low driven, incisive, and technical. And then he also has 5-star weak foot here, and he's 6'4". So it'll be a decent card, but nothing, you know, too spectacular. And that's okay for the first 2 days of the game. That's okay if he's not absolutely ridiculously good. And then that is not all, because we've got more SBCs here. First one being Yuri Berchiche and Nicolas Pepe. And honestly, they are showdown cards, and they look pretty uneven, I'll be honest with you, because Berchiche 80 pace, 79 defending, and 83 physical. That doesn't stand out by any means. But then we got Nicolas Pepe here, who looks pretty damn good, who, by the way, I feel like should have succeeded at Arsenal. I don't know why he didn't. It's just kind of strange to me, but he looks a lot better. And by the way, these showdowns only get a +1 in stats, and I believe a roll ++ and a +1. I think they don't get +2 right now. For the entire first season, I believe they just get +1s. But Pepe definitely looks better as a +1 than Berchiche would, because 89 pace means he goes to 90 pace, 81 shot, 85 dribbling. You know, obviously he has to win the game first, or Villarreal does, but still feels a little unbalanced. I don't know. What do you guys think about this one? And then next up here, we have got another SBC leak, and that one is going to be Reece James. So Reece James, 85 rated, 81 pace only, but has 86 passing, 84 defending, and 84 physical. So a beastly physical right back. And I'm telling you right now, the physical fullbacks are going to be just as good as they were last year. It'll be the same type of meta again, where Teo and Dumfries were the best fullbacks last year. Reece James is a very similar physical stature to those guys. James is going to be very, very good this year. And honestly, if you have like spare fodder, I'd recommend doing this card. Passing's a bit better this year, so 86 passing, like he's going to have really nice passing. And pace, yes, it's a little low. That's definitely where this flaw on this card is. But if I had to guess, it'll be a pretty good right back. So we'll see. But Reece James on the way. And our next player here is Naz Reid here, who I actually don't know her name, but, you know, shout out Naz Reid. 86 pace, 82 shot, 86 dribbling. Pretty solid striker card. It's nothing to really write too much home about, but a solid card there. Could be either an SBC or an objective. And then we got 2 more foundation SBCs here. And that is this right wing Jensen card, 85 pace, 85 shot, 85 dribbling, 81 physical, no playstyle plus, of course, but that's a half decent right wing. And then also over here, we have got a center mid Hoggle, 74 pace, 80 passing, 81 dribbling, 83 physical. Not too much to write home about her, but a card you can earn that you might be able to evo later down the line. That's why evolutions are so great. These cards actually are worth keeping to at least a certain extent, right? So a couple nice, or I shouldn't say nice, but just like, you know, decent SBCs here. And that's okay. For September 18th, we don't need anything crazy. This is just fine. This level is just fine to me with no playstyle pluses also, which also helps. So what do you guys think about this? These are all the SBCs or objective leaks at the moment right now. But okay, so next up here, there were a lot of viral tweets today about the best game and camera settings, quote unquote, from a lot of different people out there. I saw this tweet here from Jake Futt Trading. Many of them are going like very viral, like 8K likes I saw on the Stokes one. And listen, the game settings, you might be able to copy and paste, because there's going to be some that just like you absolutely have to have that are the super, super obvious ones. But for example, the camera settings, guys, camera settings is so preferential. It's all about what you're comfortable with and how you play the game, how you see the field. Like copy pasting camera settings from somebody else, I'm telling you, is a terrible idea. And also, we probably don't know the best game settings until like a couple weeks in, right? Because for example, simplified skill moves right here, this is a new setting this year that apparently if you like tap the right stick a certain direction, it performs an automatic skill move, which might actually be kind of insane, but we'll see how that actually plays out in like a few weeks time. So, you know, copy pasting settings right now, just be careful. Like, it's not set in stone, okay? It's not gospel, especially camera settings. Camera settings is so up to you, okay? It is like tele-broadcast, co-op, tele, classic, ultimate team camera. Like, there's so many different cameras you can choose from. It's whatever you're the most comfortable with is what you should stick with, okay? Don't copy paste completely somebody's settings, even if they're a pro. Don't copy paste them. I promise you, it might be mostly the same, but it's going to be slightly different in very important ways. A lot of these settings over the course of like the next couple months, you'll notice. But we'll make a video about this probably in like a week or two's time when we actually know what what the best settings are when I try them out enough. So right now it's very much playing a YouTube game, and I can't play anybody for doing that, right? That's how the YouTube algorithm works, but we probably aren't going to know for sure for a little while at least. But okay, next up is Reddit post here. Why is nobody talking about the reduced free-to-play loot at the start of the game? They removed the bronze and silver team wins 2 times 50k packs each. They removed the entirety of the score goals, being 5 mediocre packs, 1 50k pack, and 100k pack for the group completion. Same thing for the assists here, 100k pack gone, and then hybrid league nation puzzle master, 200k packs, 350k packs, and 2 rare mega packs gone. And this is the thing, once again, are they hiding this under the guise of, hey, we're slowing the power curve down for you guys, you wanted this? Or is this an excuse to basically remove a bunch of packs for us to get for free? We won't know this probably until we see the full outline of what the year looks like in probably April or March, and we have an idea of what the full cycle looks like. But what do you guys think in the comments? Let me know what you guys, have your inclinations about here, as these have been taken away from us. I have a feeling I know what most of you are probably going to say, but hey, tell me in the comments what you guys think about it. And okay, let's read some of my, I would say on average about 175 IQ comment section here. And AFH, Jesus Christ, AFH. AFH, I swore I was not buying it. Tell me I'm right. This was a comment on the VOD from my stream earlier today, and he says, yeah, I swear I wasn't buying it. Tell me I'm right. I might have voice cracked again, but honestly, so I was sitting here very much like this was a very nice patch of FC25. And I think to some degree it still is that, but there are some market improvements that definitely are pretty important to this game. And I want to give them their credit for that, because it sometimes is rare that you pick up a new FIFA game and you immediately can tell there's an improvement in something. And what you can tell immediately that in this game there's an improvement in is the responsiveness in passing and dribbling. There is definitely an improvement in that immediately. So I do want to give EA their credit for that. I definitely do, because it's not easy to do that. And that also was a main feature we've been asking for a long time. So I want to give them their credit for that. But at the same time, it does feel like a little bit still that this game's kind of what last year should have been if it was more responsive. Like, this game kind of feels like what best case scenario of last year's gameplay was, and it's not even like that terrible. I actually have enjoyed it so far, and if it's already a lot faster this year, then I think that once we're 2 months or even 6 months in, it's going to be way faster. So I wanted to give my concise thoughts in another video, and I still think I will, but it's also important to not jump the gun and be reactionary, and I don't want to be that. So I want to try and get you guys the actual best opinion possible if you don't have the game yet. And I know that doesn't really help in the YouTube algorithm, because the first is the most important thing. So, oh my god, woe is me. Please like the video. Oh, please. Oh, I'm just my channel just needs your help. We got Supreme Gecko, which I think, did I read his comment a couple days ago? Has anyone noticed the amount of unique body types all of a sudden? Is that true? Let me check this out real quick. Unique body types here. Okay, so Zlatan has unique, sure. Baggio has unique. I think he's always had unique. Del Piero has unique. That's, I think, new a little bit. Shaw has unique. Okay. Yeah, you're right. There are a lot of new ones here, actually. You're right. Some women's cards have unique body types. Kaká has unique. We got Heaps unique body type. Alex Morgan, sure. Bruno Fernandez, KDB. Some of these guys were unique last year, but there's definitely a lot of new ones. You are right. There's a lot more unique ones. Caicedo, Chawinga, Bonda. You're right, actually. There's a lot of unique ones. And honestly, give these guys, well, not guys, give these guys and gals a try, because I would try the unique body types out. They have a long history of being pretty darn good in FIFA, so I would definitely give these unique body types a try. FUTGG, I'm not sponsored, but please, I'm begging, please sponsor me. Shout out, FUTGG, you're the best site on the planet. And last comment here, Monter saying, bro, I've been following you since you were 2K subs. I wake up when you post, keep it up, bro. Listen, I just want to give a shout out to every single one of you who watch these videos, because I cannot thank you enough for all that you do for me. And I'll be live a couple hours before content today, and I love you all. Peace.